Hi guys, this is George. A friend of mine just asked me to explain what I was doing in terms of adjustments. These are micro adjustments when it comes to the picking up of dice. So my basic explanation was this, that you basically have something like three positions. If you consider this position to be where you're standing and the dice are right in front of you, so your pickup is going to be straight down. You will arrange your fingers so that they are all of the same length, basically, and you proceed very, very gently to pick up the dice. I don't know how I place the dice, but all right. So let me just do the 2-1-2-1 set. So you come down from the top, position your hands, and hope that everything is square, everything's the same. Start your dice out. Alright, so it's a hard 10. So basically what it's telling me is that yes, your dice left together, they travel together, blah blah blah. Was a 2-1-2-1. There's a 2, there's a 1. They travel together, hard 10. In the case that you're getting implosions, means that your dice, for some reason, these two fingers, the index finger and the ring finger, they're not going to behave as they should in only protecting your dice to fly out together. They let them go off axis. So what do? Well, you start from here, as we said. You have two extreme positions where you can pick up. One of them is here, the other one is somewhere here. So what you will do, if I may just bring this back, bring your dice somewhere here, and you will see that it creates a slant. I'm just going to make it more extreme. I don't know if I can by moving the camera back. From here, everything is okay. As soon as I start moving like so, my ring finger kind of changes position. So when I pick up the dice, you will see that this finger might be a touch higher. The opposite happens in this way, in this direction. So if I go this way and I pick up, then I'm bringing my index finger a bit higher. And when you actually set the dice ready to go, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, you might see that they're off axis. In this case, they stayed on axis at 5, 6. But the point I'm trying to make is that when I was throughout the whole week, throughout the whole last week, I wasn't being very successful. So I started moving dice from here to here, and managed just today, I think, or a few days ago, to find out that if I come to the right, that means my ring finger is going to be a bit higher. It actually helps me keep my dice on axis and have results which make sense to me. So yeah, that was the whole thing that I wanted to explain. The other thing I wanted to tell this friend of mine is that you have a two-dimensional move where you pick up the dice. The dice can be picked up from here, here. It's still going to be the same slant, but it's going to be something different in terms of what the thumb is doing. So if I pick them up from very far away, I'm just going to do this. I have no option but for my thumb to come to the back and push the dice. If I'm using a hardware set of any kind, I will make my dice explode, and they're going to reveal a 7. So this is something we try not to do. Okay? What we try to do is actually pick up the dice and pick them up close, because it forces the grip to be like so. It forces this thumb to be here. I'm going to do something which is very uncomfortable, but this is what happens. So you don't get the chance to actually push the dice with the thumb. You actually get the chance to release the dice with your thumb. And this is something that we want to happen. So it's a very simple explanation, but everything comes together because of the way you stand. You stand at a particular position, make sure that you're square to the table. Whatever happens with the pickup point, you should be in the same position so that your hand naturally slants to this way. I'm just going to make an extreme movement here, like so. Or if you bring your dice here, you don't move. Your hand actually moves and slants to this direction. The results are going to be different, simply because this finger here has less contact than the other finger. So it compensates for anything that may have happened in a previous throw. For people who are a bit more experienced, they will see and they will sense certain trends. For example, now I can sense a 6 or a 1 on the red die. I'm not sure what. I'll try and see whether a 6 or a 1 on the red die will come out. I'm not sure what. No, I was wrong. But you get this sort of sense that things are going to happen and you have a chance to actually control what happens. So let me just make that same move again, but I'm going to make it more extreme. I'll go somewhere here and pick up my dice like so. It's a very extreme move. Dice out. 1, 6, 7. Okay, so this was a result of knowing that something like that was going to happen. Let me just do it again for you. This is my normal position where I would pick up, go somewhere here. I slant my fingers so the pickup is going to make the dice travel in a slanted way. Dice out. 5, 5. No, it didn't. Hard ways. But basically that's the idea. 6, 1 on the side. If I bring them to the other position, which is the other way to slant the index finger, let's say. It's even more difficult to do. Dice out. 6, 4, 10. The dice flew all over the place. It's a 4-2, 4-2 set. Slanting the ring finger. Dice out. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 4, 3, 7. That was a double pitch. So yeah, that's the idea. Hi Justin. I was just explaining something that a friend of mine wanted me to explain. Hope it makes sense. If not, yeah, that's it basically. Pickup position is as important as the rest of the grip. That's what I'm trying to say. The grip itself. Make sure your middle finger is up, high up. Because if that is right down here, it's going to create another 7. The only person I know and trust that his throw is okay like so is Mudslide Mac. He actually uses a grip which comes all the way down, almost all the way down. And he's an expert at this. I'm very bad at these dice out. I wouldn't be able to do what he does. It's called magic touch, basically. So dice out. Two. Okay. Not too bad. So yeah, that's the whole idea, guys. I'm not gonna teach anybody how to throw, let's say, this this set. I don't know much about it. I only know two ways of throwing dice. Two finger, which I used to use, which is like something like so. That's what I used to use. Or the three finger, which is something I'm very comfortable with. Which is this. Dice out. And that's that. I always use a 3V set, 2V set, or cross sixes. That's it. Because I explode a lot. That's my mechanics. Alright guys, this is George from CY. Thank you for joining. I hope it makes sense. And dice are